Look at how the British media reacted. Look at this. "Who do you think you are?" That was the screaming front page headline on The Sun, one of the most popular papers in London. The Daily Mail said, "Enemies of the people." It's another popular paper with the names and the pictures of the three smirking judges right on the cover, and I love those wigs, eh? The Daily Express said, "We must get out of the EU." And even one of the fancier papers, the Daily Telegraph, not a tabloid, said, "The judges versus the people." That was their front page story. I love it. Not just because I agree with Brexit and wish we could do a Canadian can-exit from the United Nations and its treaties, but because I love a healthy democracy where neither the people nor the press submit meekly to that branch of the government called the courts. What are judges except old lawyers that have received the patronage appointment jackpot of a lifetime? Are judges clever? Usually. But being clever isn't the same thing as being right, or even being respectful of democracy. In Canada, the question isn't whether or not our judges are clever. I'm sure they are. It's whether they exceed their powers and their rights. And I'm sure they do. In a democracy like ours, Parliament drafts the laws, and courts are supposed to interpret the laws or strike down laws that are unconstitutional. But in Canada, judges make the laws, especially on controversial subjects that left-wing politicians know would never be passed in Parliament, so they just sort of hand them over to the courts. So the courts will do what, the courts want to do with a nod and a wink. It's a collusion. Every radical social change in Canada, from changing the definition of marriage, to releasing terrorist Omar Khadr, to stopping the Northern Gateway Pipeline, to giving civil servants billions of dollars in affirmative action bonuses, to making union dues mandatory. Every controversial decision in Canada in the past 30 years, since the advent of the Charter of Rights, has been decided by 9 unelected, unaccountable judges in our Supreme Court. Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.